Welcome back to my channel LinkedIn Pharma. Today we have discussed about the light, chapter 11, class 7. Before starting this video, please like and subscribe to my channel LinkedIn Pharma. Let's start. Introduction. Light is the fundamental form of electromagnetic radiation that illuminates our world. It travels in waves, moving at a speed of approximately 299,792 km per second, 186,282 miles per second, in a vacuum. Essential for sight and essential to many natural processes, light plays a crucial role in our everyday lives and the understanding of the universe. Light travels along a straight line. Indeed, light travels in a straight line. When light propagates through a homogeneous and transparent medium, such as air or vacuum, it follows a linear path. This characteristic allows us to predict its trajectory and study various phenomena related to its interaction with matter. The straight-line nature of light's path is a fundamental principle in optics, guiding the behavior of light in different optical devices and shaping how we perceive the world around us. Reflection of light. Reflection of light is the phenomenon where light rays bounce off the surface of an object and change their direction. This occurs when light encounters a smooth, polished, or shiny surface, like a mirror or still water. The angle of incidence, the angle at which the light ray strikes the surface, is equal to the angle of reflection, the angle at which the light ray bounces off the surface. Here are some examples of reflection of light. Mirrors. When light rays hit a smooth mirror surface, they reflect back in a predictable manner, allowing us to see our own reflection or objects in the surrounding environment. Still water. On a calm lake or pond, light reflects off the surface, creating beautiful mirror-like reflections of the landscape or objects above. Glass. Glass surfaces, especially those with a smooth finish, can reflect light to some extent, contributing to the glare we might experience from glass windows or tabletops. Shiny metal objects. Highly polished metal surfaces, like chrome or stainless steel, can act as mirrors and reflect light with minimal distortion. Reflective road signs. Traffic signs made with reflective materials bounce back light from headlights, making them visible at night and improving road safety. Reflection telescopes. Reflecting telescopes use curved mirrors to gather and focus light, enabling astronomers to observe distant celestial objects. Reflection in photography. Photographers use reflective surfaces, such as water or mirrors, creatively to capture stunning images with unique perspectives. Reflection of light is a fundamental concept in optics and plays a crucial role in various everyday applications, from mirrors in our homes to advanced optical systems in scientific and technological fields. Right or left. When you stand in front of a plane mirror, it creates the illusion of a right and left image. However, it's essential to understand that these images are not real but rather virtual images. Here's how it works. Right image. When you stand in front of a plane mirror and raise your right hand, the image in the mirror appears to show someone raising their left hand. It seems like there is a person in the mirror who is an exact replica of you, and everything appears as if it's on the opposite side. Left image. Similarly, when you raise your left hand, the image in the mirror shows someone raising their right hand. Again, the virtual person in the mirror appears to mimic your actions in reverse. This phenomenon occurs because the mirror reflects light rays in such a way that the left side of your body appears as the right side in the mirror, and vice versa. This is known as lateral inversion. The mirror does not actually switch your right and left sides, it only creates the illusion of doing so due to the way it reflects light. Plane mirrors are commonly used in our daily lives, such as in bathrooms, dressing rooms, and decorative purposes. They help us see ourselves and objects without physically changing their orientation, thanks to the virtual images they produce. Playing with spherical mirrors. Playing with spherical mirrors can be a fascinating optical experiment that demonstrates the formation of real and virtual images. Spherical mirrors are mirrors with a curved, spherical surface, and they can be either concave or convex. Concave spherical mirror. Real image. When an object is placed beyond the focal point, f, of a concave mirror, a real and inverted image is formed between the focal point and the mirror. The real image can be projected onto a screen, as it is formed by the actual convergence of light rays. Virtual image: when the object is placed between the focal point and the mirror, a virtual and upright image is formed on the same side as the object. The virtual image cannot be projected onto a screen, as it is formed by the apparent divergence of light rays. Convex spherical mirror: only virtual image. Convex mirrors always produce virtual images, regardless of the object's position. These images are smaller and upright compared to the object. The virtual images formed by convex mirrors help us see a wider area, which is why they are commonly used as side view mirrors in vehicles. The behavior of spherical mirrors depends on their shape and the position of the object relative to the mirror's focal point. Understanding the formation of real and virtual images in spherical mirrors is crucial in various applications, from designing optical instruments to explaining how we see ourselves in mirrors. It's a fun and enlightening way to explore the fascinating world of optics. Images formed by lenses. Lenses are transparent optical devices with curved surfaces that can refract light and form images. There are two main types of lenses: convex lenses and concave lenses. Let's explore the images formed by each type. Convex lens. Convex lenses are thicker at the center and thinner at the edges, resembling a magnifying glass. Real image: when an object is placed beyond the focal point, f, of a convex lens, a real and inverted image is formed on the opposite side of the lens. The real image can be projected onto a screen, as light rays actually converge at a point. Example: a camera lens forming a real and inverted image of a distant object on the camera's film or sensor. Virtual image: when the object is placed between the lens and the focal point, f, a virtual and upright image is formed on the same side as the object. This image cannot be projected onto a screen, as light rays only appear to diverge from a point behind the lens. Example: using a magnifying glass to observe a small object, where the magnified image is virtual and appears to be on the same side as the object. Concave lens. Concave lenses are thinner at the center and thicker at the edges, curving inward. Virtual image: concave lenses always produce virtual and upright images, regardless of the object's position. These images are smaller and formed on the same side as the object. The light rays appear to diverge from a point behind the lens, creating the virtual image. Example: corrective eyeglasses with concave lenses that help those with nearsightedness, myopia, see distant objects more clearly. It's important to remember that lenses work by bending light rays through refraction, resulting in image formation. The type of image, real or virtual, its orientation, inverted or upright, and its location depend on the position of the object relative to the focal point and the type of lens used. Understanding the behavior of images formed by lenses is crucial in various optical applications, such as photography, microscopy, telescopes, eyeglasses, and other optical devices that utilize lens technology. Sunlight, white or colored. Sunlight is actually composed of a spectrum of colors, so it can be considered both white and colored. When sunlight passes through a prism or is dispersed by water droplets in the atmosphere, it separates into its individual colors, creating a beautiful rainbow. This phenomenon is called dispersion, and it shows that sunlight is made up of various colors from the visible spectrum. The visible spectrum includes colors like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. When all these colors are combined, they form white light. Therefore, when sunlight is viewed as a whole, it appears as white light. This is why we often refer to sunlight as white light. However, the presence of various colors in sunlight is revealed when we see a rainbow or when white light is passed through a prism, creating a spectrum of colors. In summary, sunlight is both white and colored. It appears white to our eyes when observed as a whole, but it contains a range of colors from the visible spectrum that can be seen under certain conditions, such as when dispersed by a prism or forming a rainbow. Thank you for watching. Please share, like and subscribe.